Okay, you may think that I've kind of gotten a little fanatical about embroidery and machine embroidery in the past few days. And look at that, I'm looking for a foot pedal, and I don't have one on this machine. This is the 1591 with the Bishop handcrank on it. The red cross that I've been doing is a test square to see how that design will work on a quilt. So now the back of it came out beautiful, but I don't know how that will change if I have batting in there. So that's I tossed it in the wash, and we'll see how the fabric moves and stuff. But this is one of the reasons I originally wanted to even think about machine embroidery. This is a cross-stitch fabric with block printed design on it, and I have these are actually going to be dish towels, and I have different designs printed for each of my quilt sets. And I don't know if you can see here, but I've started cross-stitching. This one happens to be lips. It goes with a Hot Lips Houlihan set, and I don't mind cross-stitching. I love cross-stitching. But if I can do this by machine embroidery, it'll go much faster. So this is a test on how this works on cross-stitch fabric. I don't know if the machine is going to decide it's not good. Look at this. I have a funny feeling I am going to do another, whoops. That's what I was afraid of. If the fabric bounces or is too thick, it won't pick up. So going in a straight line, it's fine. This is why I ended up with V stitches, because I think they seem to work the best right now, as far as covering an area evenly. If this works out, I will be able to machine embroider all the dish towels much faster than I would be able to cross-stitch them. My quilt sets, I have a lot of things included. Now that's just hitting a lot of extras included. Some of them are for homeless veterans who probably haven't seen a dish towel in a long time. I have the feed dogs down. I guess that's the fabric. I was starting to think maybe the feed dogs were moving around. So look at this. Here's another positive. It does feel like something's moving. Let me take it out of there. No, it's just the fabric. That's the bobbin thread coming up, and the stitch. Look at this. This is going to work. I know. I sound a little loopy, I know. I am a little loopy tonight, as a matter of fact. My whole purpose with the block printing, I've done block printing on, I think, 3 quilts. And the problem on some of the fabric inks, and they're professional fabric inks, is that in the wash they tend to fade. So you have to wash everything in cold water. And so for a few months I've been thinking, you know, if I could outline the designs, or I forget the other thing. I was going to just hand quilt around each design. But look at this. Now, you know what spread this is? This is the cheap 32 spools for $15 spread. Bright pink for Hot Lips Houlihan. And on this dish towel, I think there are 6 pairs of lips, and each one is like in a different smile. It's just like a little extra thing to give somebody who offered to die for us. We don't want me to get too loopy tonight, because I'll get upset again. This is going to work. So let's end that and snip it and see if the back looks halfway decent, because with a dish towel that will matter a little bit. Come on, you can come out of there. Oh, the happy dance is coming. Here's the back. It looks a little bumpy there, but not bad, and definitely, this is the cheap thread. Definitely usable as a dish towel. And there's the front. I want that to be focused. Let me pick up the camera. Now this fabric ink I use, I think is, kind of get the light out of my way. I think this is washable, where it's going to wash off anyway. So you can't see how bright pink that is. It's a beautiful color of bright pink. And even though my stitches are a little uneven, I am going to be able to machine embroider all the dish towels.